Hello everyone, so picking off our last where we need to speak to Briggy, or Briggy, or whatever her name is here. What is it, my child? Lord Haurchefant would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Gilliam presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. Yeah, well, there's no reason to go to even that test, because we have proof he's innocent and being framed. I was thinking we had to go to the Witchdrop, but no, we need to talk to Haurchefant. They have taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop? This is madness! The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Celebrian, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Gilliam in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. On my way. Don't mind me hopping over your table. Actually, I'm kind of curious if Alphino and Sid have anything to say. Nope, just the same thing as the last video. So we need to head over there. And it should just be over this hill. I think on this side? Ah, well, close enough to here, but dun dun dun. Hail, Celebrian! As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. And clearly, it is a fighting one. Joacin Charlemagne Francel de Helenart, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers! These charges are false. The men and women in my line have ever opposed the Dravonians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Halone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of the gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their Drachan forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Vortemps, I beseech you, stay your hand! Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Haurchefant. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Haurchefant has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I may have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an Inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Haurchefant arrives, Celebrian, and remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Aww. But I don't want to play nice. Should probably turn that on for a change. bet he's unwieldy. AKA won't do anything. Your shield bears no sigils, sir. Do you serve the Holy See or one of the high houses? I serve a higher power. Look! Lord Harshifont has come! Where's he going? In the name of House Fortense, I demand that you lay down your arms. Oh, that's where he's going. And that just leaves Alert. By this deed, will you disgrace your line, Lord Harshifont? On the contrary... Ishgardian scum, today you shall answer for your sins. Wait, what? Are you not an Ishgardian? Oh dear. What? Why? What? Who? What now? Where? A wyvern? What the? Interesting. A wyvern? But there were no reports of Draconian activity. You would call upon your allies to save you? At last, your treachery is something. Treachery's laid bare. I beg to differ. Oh. Alderic drops his something. I really should have these in the chat somewhere. Oh, I see. Drops a Draconian Rosary, the wyvern takes to the skies. This will not be forgotten. What is... Oh, I see. I'm supposed to pick this up. Draconian Rosary. You obtain a Draconian Rosary. Okay, that's it. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Halenart. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? I'm pretty clear we just found a rosary. By the Fury! A Draconian Rosary! Then the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Harshifont. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which brought What? I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Coerthas, Celebrian. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. Lord Harshifont, I have not words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard, and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Helenart. Price alone did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Celebrian. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. Okie dokie. Okay, and obviously he was innocent, and there was some traitor afoot. Oops, I'm not heading the right direction. And so we will obviously go and talk to Oshifalt. Don't think I can go that way. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's just a group of trees blocking the way there. Or, not trees, a mountain. Rocks, tree, hill, ground. You look well, Celebrian. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight along such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortemps and House Helenart shall never forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. Yay! Lord Harshifant would like to introduce you to his witness. A man with knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. I will go speak to him then. Discomposed cataloger. How quickly the commoners' opinion change. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Coerthas several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring this night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed somewhere in the far northwest. Relying on my memory alone, I can say no more than that. However, were you to bring me the astroscope log from the evening in question, I could calculate a more accurate location. The log I require is volume 6 of the 1572 readings. It should be stored with the other past logs on the uppermost floor of the observatorium, just below the astroscope. I believe it will be a large red leather-bound tome, though you ought to confirm the date and volume number if you are at all unsure. And I shall pick up that side quest first, and then we'll head down to go get the book. Alright. Sarah Arel of House Helenart wishes to thank the Lord of House Fortemps, and only an adventurer can pull off such a fraught exchange. Okay. A moment, if you will. You're the adventurer who cleared Lord Francel's good name, are you not? Allow me to thank you. His lordship is House Helenart, you see, and unjust it is that he was born under a waning moon. Yet what was thin must eventually grow fat again. I would thank Lord Harshifant as well, but I should not like to be seen as currying favor either for myself or for my house. I would present him with a gift under your name, if you are amenable. I have selected a bottle of nectar for his lordship. Will you collect it from the wine cellar downstairs and deliver it to Medgustil in the kitchen? The wine cellar is called Emmanuel, and the bill has been settled. Okay. That I can do. Deliver wine. Emmanuel. Celebrian Saragon, I must be rising in this world to have the custom of a most famous adventurer of these parts. I must be rising in this world to have the custom of the most famous adventurer of these parts. How may I serve? Sir Errol sent you? Of course. Here is the bottle she ordered, and a fine choice, if I may say so. This nectar was mixed with the blessed water of the Weeping Saint, sweet and iceless even in deep water, or winter. 'Twas no mean feat procuring such a choice liquor with the roads snowbound, but I aim to please, and apparently I can't read. So, I figure out where I'm supposed to be going. With you still. Well, if it isn't Celebrity and Sargon, everyone's talking about you, you know? Looking for a place to hide? Not quite. Deniphen's Joy, a rare, expensive intoxicant made with the water from the Weeping Saint. Sweet goddess, Deniphen's Joy! I haven't seen one of these upon the sideboard for a good many moons. This is too rich for your purse, I'd wager. So it must be from Arel? I guessed well, did I not? The high houses of Ishgard are descended from the heroes who stood with Haldrath, the first Azir Dragoon. They are like brothers, Lord Haurchefant says. They bicker ceaselessly, but they must remember to hold fast to one another when the safety of Ishgard is at stake. Thank you for delivering this and serving as Sir Arel's decoy. Lord Haurchefant has been quite deprived of his favorite indulgence since the cold grew so ferocious. Ta-da! And now we get to travel down that way as I run into the stairwell. So, all the way there, unfortunately, there is only a chocobo porter that could have taken me there, or I could just, you know, ride my own carbuncle here. And obviously I can't teleport there either, but fortunately it is maybe a minute away. Or less. Probably less, but... You can kind of see the observatorium in the distance there. Or at least the glow of the lights. Or in this case, I should say the flicker of the lights. And... down a hill. It'd be fun to toboggan down this hill. Provided that you aim for this gate. And or slow down before then, because otherwise you might fall into a wall. Where am I going? I'm going up over this way. Yes, I just tried to run. Shh. We need to speak to... oh, no, we just need to find the correct volume. Do-do-do. Past logs. And just because we're up here already, not that we can see much of anything, but this is what it looks like up here. Pretty sure there's a sightseeing log in this area. This bodes ill. What does? Oh dear, I thought I was falling. That would not have been good. Anyway, that's this area. Well, because I will just teleport there. And then I will quickly summon my chocobo again. To increase the time. And I jumped down on the wrong side again. Discomposed cataloger. Did you perchance find the correct log? The 6th volume from 1572? I would understand if you failed. The other catalogers were often careless when returning old volumes to the shelf. Astroscope log. Volume 6 of the Astroscope. Readings taken taken at the first Dicasteral Observatorium of Ethereal and Astrological Phenomena in the year 1572 of the 6th Astral Era. That wasn't a mouthful at all. My word, you actually found it! Sniff, sniff. This musty old smell brings back such fond memories. Ah, here we are. Here we are. If you would permit me a moment to make some calculations. It is as I feared. The ship landed near the Stone Vigil, of all places, which means that the garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Haurchefant is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few? In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. Haurchefant. Oh, so you've at last located the Enterprise. Sort of. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil? Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the Dragons for years, and all access is restricted by the decree of House Durandare. I will write a letter to Lord Drillamont of White Brim Front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francel do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. Wish you well in your journey, Celebrian. May Halone guide you. Okay then, I guess we'll head on over to Lord Francel's place. And... kinda like that zoomed out better. Which is in this direction. And around the hill and up this path. And through this door. And around the room, and here we go. Wonderful to see you again, Celebrian. If there's anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that it, too, was once an outpost held by House Halenart. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravonian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durandare instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt that my words will carry much weight with Lord Drillamont. Nevertheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The cravens who attempted to destroy House Halenart have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred towards us, and towards you now as well. And so we need to head over this way now. And there's this pathway, but there's some strong beasties down over here, so I would recommend going back up to Camp Dragonhead and then heading westward. So I'm actually going to teleport there first. I think they're level 45 to 49-ish in that area. So westward it is. And we get to see a different part of the Coerthas Central Highlands. Central? Central. I was like, or is it middle or something? So we need to speak to a Brunadier. There's a kind of rundown gate looking thing. And some goo-boo. And ice spirits. And a bachelor. And another one. And another one. And an archer. I wonder if that was the archer from the last one. Video, that is. Do. And then there's the chinchilla. And it would be, if we could see, it actually looks really pretty. Oops. Accidentally hit the auto run. And it's still going. There we go. And a hippocurve. You desire an audience with Lord Durlamont, do you? Ha! I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but I wishing won't make it so. Horshafant's letter, a glowing letter of introduction addressed to House Durandare. And Francel's letter, a glowing letter of introduction addressed to House Durandare. What do we have here? Letters from Lord Harshafant and Francel, is it? A likely... Oh! You're serious? What to do? Yay! Level 40! And a new skill. I don't remember if that's where I put it, but whatever, it's going there for now. Sir Brunetier seems ill-inclined to help you. Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Rillamont's attentions are focused solely on the stone vigil at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Elbois. Yes, Sir Elbois can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. That doesn't sound suspiciously like you don't care to help me whatsoever. So, obviously there's a leave met, but I will talk to the lady first. I think that's down in here. Ah, I guessed right. Bois. Sir Berndeer bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Rillamont hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head chirurgeon Stydian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Okie dokie. And... oh, triple triad. Some person. And these stairs, I guess. Aha. Stydian. Are you here to visit a patient, madame? What's this? Letters of introduction from House Vortempson and Halenhart? With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Gourdernau. He should know Lord Rillamont's current whereabouts. Hello, Sid. If the Enterprise is indeed inside the Stone Vigil, then we must convince Lord Rillamont to cooperate. See Elfino anywhere? No. Is he out here? As I zoom out. Nope. Some random other person. Some random other person. Oh, there's Elfino. Right in the center there. Duh. Time is a resource we can ill afford to squander. We must gain entry to the Stone Vigil without further delay. Well, working on it. And I'll zoom in. I guess I need to run up these stairs. Ah, hello. Gourdernau. What reason have you for barging into... Oh, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Rillamont is just up these stairs. Letters or no, though, I would not expect much. House Durandare as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regard. You had best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Whatever. Verbose. Show proper respect, and it shall be returned in kind. Drillamont. Sarah, good or no, permitted your passage? Very well, speak. Here's some letters. Take a look-see. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to secure an airship that may or may not be there? Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? No? We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Trillamont. We know you know our name, and you know our deeds. We are come to Coerthas to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sidnon Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland, you're alive? But that's impossible! Indeed it is, my lord. Impossible, or what? Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as House Durandare marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in white broom front but 3 mysterious strangers? Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the Calamity, and 2 Scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these Grandois lies, but I should hope that the House Durandare would have greater sense. I know not why these 3 seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment I nearly believed this Marmor's farce. You 3 will not enter the outpost until we've reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. Can somebody punch the Inquisitor? I mean, hi. It could be moons before House Durandare purges the dragons from the Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid, Celebrian, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Dirlamon's trust. Understood? I ain't picking his nose. Just saying. Okay, so we have... Oh, I guess we're talking to Benedict here. Sir Benedict appears to be stifling a laugh. Come now, you didn't think it would be that easy to earn Lord Dirlamon's trust, did you? Even if you are who you claim to be, it would be reckless for him to believe your story without question. At the very least, you ought to show your support for House Durandare by calling Feral Crocs in our stead. A simple gesture like that would probably earn you the respect of Sir Clotarian, as he's always struggling to find men to attend to the task. Why not give it a try? Okay, and I guess we have a quest up here. Or is that down there? Well, I'm already running up here, so I guess I'll find out. Not over here. Wait, curious. Hop. Hippity. 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 Hoppity? Oh, you can hop up here. Things you learn. Just because I could. Anyway, into the building. Up here, perchance. Oops. Pretty sure there's a lookout, see out, something something. Do I dare drop? No, I do not. So, back down I go. This way. And I should be good. I'm guessing the other one is down here. Ah, okay. Good guess. Well, bad guess, considering that's not the same direction I went the first time, but anyway. Last part is eyeing you with interest. I've tried to right-click that just now. You the last responsible for the commotion upstairs? Aye, word travels fast in Whitebrim Front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drillmont's mind? I do indeed. If there's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, it's that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Went over the barracks, and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contained no meat whatsoever. The knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. 'Twouldn't be a quality meal, 'tis true, but it'd be darn near a darn sight better than nothing. Indeed it would. If you've a mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy in Danifin Pass, and take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. And Foscanet has a side quest for us. Foscanet finds himself besieged by the mighty Rat King and seeks an adventurer's assistance. We've got a rat problem. If nothing's done about it now, we shall soon have a supply problem and a plague problem. They're no more content with the kitchen than the potboy is, and I have a run of the outpost. They feed off of our scraps, unwanted guests at a meager feast. See if you can't have a good look around and roust up a few to slay. I can do that, and apparently Nibi has a quest for us as well. Nibi is hoping that you continue to ignore her presence. Well, I'm not anymore. Oh, it's you. Beg your pardon, miss, but I've heard whispers that you wish to prove yourself trustworthy to Lord Drillamont. Perhaps you could be of service to one another. I am a humble herald of House Hailnart, you see, and I was to deliver a most important missive to Whitebrim Front. I was traveling along the road when a fearsome flurry of snow began to fall. As the curtains of white descended around me, a sudden gust of wind from the sea of clouds tore the parchment from my hands. I fell to my knees and groped blindly, hoping to recover it, but to no avail. I could not have been blown far from the road, but the wilds are treacherous and filled with terrors. I had no choice but to seek shelter here, and so I must ask you to recover the missive and deliver it to Lord Drillamont in my stead. I can help you out. And did I miss a quest? Or is that out here? Let's zoom out a little. I don't know. Well, we'll pick up this leaf quest anyway. Valinor, the Adventurers Guild representative for local leave quests in Whitebrim Front, is seeking an adventurer to undertake guild leaves. Well met, adventurer. Might I interest you in a guild leave? My sincerest apologies. 'Twas presumptuous of me to assume you were an adventurer. I mean, how could I possibly know at a glance? I haven't a clue. But give it away. That said, on the off chance that you are an adventurer, I have a wide assortment of contracts that need doing. There is, however, one catch. I must, in accordance with official protocol, ask that you undertake a trial guild leave. Once you have completed this trial, you will become eligible to receive any leaves I have to offer. And the surge in traffic to Whitebrim Front is drawing beastkin and demons who then fight over the choicest morsels of slow-moving food. The Coerthas demand a raise on the pain of road mutiny. Goods are being sold virtually at cost. Clear the trade route and you will find the traders very grateful. Regrettably, the roads to Whitebrim Front grow more dangerous every day. If these attacks were to continue unabated, it would be disastrous for the local economy. We ask only that you do your part to kill dangerous beasts in the region. I do not think you incapable of this task. But be warned, leaving behind rotting corpses is likely to attract other creatures, eager to feed. And I swear I'm missing a quest somewhere. Well, there's a rotting vegetable anyway. I will attend to that in a minute. I will pick up this side quest. Gentrimont. A good commander looks to his men rather than his betters, and Sir Gentrimont, one such knight, seeks your help. A word, if I may, adventure. As much as it pains me to say this, I must. Go to the gates of judgment, deliver a petition to Sir Marceline, tell him we need reinforcements. The common folk are toil-worn from the constant skirmishes with the dragons, and the mood grows dark in the front. We teeter on the knife edge, and will surely fall. Now where is that quest? How did I miss it? Okay. Let's try this again. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, it's right here. How did I miss it? Oh, because I just zoomed past. Unlike other more menial tasks, Sir Farsalon would set to you a mission of some importance. Adventurer, I hear some of my brother knights have made of you a drudge. Fie! But the Furies set your sights higher. I have for you a gallant mission. Slay the Duranian outwatches that trample our steps. They are as dogs, cherishing the Duranians in the wordless forest of their minds. Every thought a fairy ring that vanishes by nightfall. Brandish these dragon scales when the outwatches are near, and they will come. Okay. And so I will run across over here and pick up the quests around here, and then I'll attend to these rotting... Actually, I guess I will attend to this rotting one right now. And I think I needed to go underneath there. Large rat. And this is not much of a wharf, so I'm kind of curious if there's wharf rats. Alright, one down, two to go. As I run into walls. And we have a quest here. Charmine. But Charmine, the Chirigan, seeks to use an infusion for her ailing infirmary, but she will settle for an adventure instead. Ah, the poor soul. She has a betrothed, yet she will die without hearing his voice speak the words of passing. He deserted, you see, on the eve of a battle with the dragons. He now languishes in the dungeons. I cannot give her more time, not with such medicines as I possess. At any rate, at the very least, take word to her love, Lawrence, that he might say such prayers as he's able. That's unfortunate. And that is over this way. Not this way. I knew it wasn't that way, but I was seeing if we had other quests, and it's not that way either. Wait, what? Is it this way? Oh, maybe it isn't this way. I was sure it was in there. Oh, no, that's the story room. It's on this side, isn't it? Yeah, it's on this side. And we have a quest here, so we'll pick that up first. Onsenado. For some, like the pushful Sarah Onsenad, some weird name, an adventurer is not but a scullion for a task most macabre, whatever. Oh, adventurer, I claim your time in the name of the Holy See. Search the body downstairs for personal effects and deliver the lot to the gates of judgment. He was a heretic in life, you need not be gentle. Usually we leave the carcass for the crows, but as you will know, there has been some trouble of late, and now we're told to rifle through these lousy pockets. Low work it is, and I leave you to it. You'll find naught but nits, I'll warrant. Not in here. This way, I think. Ah, here we go. Heretic corpse. Check the body for personal effects. Nobody? A quest? When a chance to see a real-life heretic presents itself, how could an adventurer resist? Visit with Boyle and see what rattles this cage today. Mwahaha! Do you see the great dragons? Gervonius Monday has risen. Bend the knee, bondswoman, before our righteous conquerors. They sent you, I know. A slave or a servant, a slave or a servant. These are the choices, so many voices. Shh! I must make an offering. Quickly, bondswoman, tell the slave Ferdilay to send a fatted calf. Who? What, where am I? Lawrence. What can an adventurer want with a man whose purse is empty and name besmirched? What? The words are passing? No, they said she was on the mend. If you have ever loved, hear me. There is something hidden in the forest southeast of here. You shall know it by the sign. Take it to her Sheridan, I beg you. And what are you in here for? Nothing? Okay. Thirdly. Boyle wants another sacrifice, eh? That crazy, unbelieving son of a troll. He won't shut up when he gets in this state. Makes the dungeons a living hell, believe you me. Here, just give him this dead rat. That'll keep him quiet for a bit. He does these rituals, you know. Fair turns the stomach, but anything for a little peace. That's not creepy at all. There you go. Bondswoman, I see the Thrall Felix has prepared for us the fatted calf. The Dragon Lords will be most pleased. Dead rat, even after death, its beady eyes glare at you with what can only be described as deep-seated hate. Well, it's not like I killed it. Beautiful. Innocent? Shh, my moo cow. Don't tell him you're innocent. It's worse that way. Oh, Gervonius Monday, accept this offering and let me be reborn in flames. Pine pitch, pig's fat, dry brush, rock oil. Don't forget hair. Hair burns, but a little bronze rattle that he loves so well. That only melts. Mwahaha! That only melts. And it's official. He's crazy. Third line. Finally, some peace. I tell you, some of these unbelievers seem normal enough at first, but they show their true faces after Inquisitors get to work on them. Best not consort with them. That's in the dungeons, eh? I don't envy your job, provided they are actually heretics and not being framed as such. And other stuff. Okay, so what do we have here? I will focus these. So, right, we have these vegetables. I believe the other one, oops, I believe the other one is that. Well, not believe, I know it's that. And these guys just training around, not even lifting a finger. What a life to be an NPC. Even though they don't even have names. They're just number 1, number 2, and number 3. Let's see, we'll go with swordsman, axeman, and spearman. See, sword, axe, spear. Anyway. And the other one is over here. I like how you have level 1 and then level 50 striking dummies. And one more rough rat. I should actually check to see if you've you leveled up. Okay, so I'm going to assign you your skills. I will assign that and that one. There. Better. So we will talk. As of course I used my sprint, so I might as well utilize that while I can. So we'll head up and do that one. The run, Fido, run. And so Dragonfly. We'll just jump up onto the carbuncle there as I missed clicking more than once. And we're actually going to switch to that. sort of, once I am done, or not done, over to this place. Destination. What am I doing? Nope. Ah, scales. Dragon scales. One's done, so highlight that one. And so to well, those are two there, so we might as well do those. And then we need to yeah, unfortunately, as that person's just found out, you can't actually go across there. You have to go out this way. Because, there's a big gorge in between. And so we need to head this way, and we'll go over there. And then we'll go over there. Unfortunately, you can't have more than 5 at once, but once those two are done, then we'll be able to change it. Okay, so here is another boss fight. Hence the music. Definitely don't do it by yourself. And I don't care about the chinchilla. But, if you happen to see people doing it, yeah. Better to house doing that. I would make sure to avoid that area unless, of course, you get formed into a party, because otherwise you'll probably die fast. That said, you could probably do it by not by yourself, but without being in a party, provided that there's another party. Just don't mess up what they're doing. Try to watch to see what they're doing so that you don't get in their way, so to speak, but can still help them at the same time. Okay, so that one did not clear anything yet. Okay, so we'll try whatever this is here. I'm guessing it's over this way. Not guessing because I can see it. Chemic concoction. Did that clear it? It did. It did that one. Okay. So, I need to head that way. And that way. But I guess we'll turn in those quests for... Actually, we'll head down that way because we have to backtrack our way anyway. Although, I might as well turn in those because it's on the way. But as you can see, it's daylight. And here you can kind of have a better view. Of course you spot me. Of that over there. Isn't that pretty? I don't really care if that follows me, it's gonna stop. Which it just did as I was saying that. Shine a lot. State your business. Sack of effects. The worldly possessions of a heretic delivered from his sins. The leavings of unbelievers. Most excellent. You have served with honor. Let us hope there is to be found here a clue. Long have I hated unbelievers, but no more, for they too serve the Fury, if not in life, then in death. What Ruth has alone to grant them such a chance? And you apparently have a quest for us. Sir Shalor believes that removing debris is beneath an Ishgardian's dignity. A brother knight has recently explained your kind to me. As the sellsword lacks honor, so does an adventurer lack discernment. No task is too menial, yet no cause is worthy enough. I have need of one such as you. In their boundless depravity, the Dravanians have lashed out against the gates of judgment. Pawing at the rubble would be more than any true Ishgardian could bear, yet removed it must be. This shall be your task. Yay, me! I'm the rubble mover. And we have to give something to Marceline here. What business have you here? Speak quickly. A quest for what? From Whitebrim Front? Weary? Weary, are they? Cravens and fools. Charge Entremont to take that knife edge and cut the throats of every knight who professes himself too tired to do his holy duty. Hang any peasant who dares plane over his singed pigs. Begone, ill messenger. Whitebrim Front will be fortunate if I do not reduce their allotment of supplies for this outrage. Based on what I'm hearing, I don't think it's too unexpected to need reinforcements. Just saying. But okay. Luane. Sir Luane would have you cull birds for the sake of all that is holy. Adventurer, idleness ill becomes a woman's soul hell. So slay for us 5 battlers that nest in these parts. The crusade consumes the knights of Ishgard body and soul. To you shall go such moils as we cannot stoop to, but at which you have enjoyed some success, if the tales be true. Your presence is a part of Halone's plan for us. The Fury be praised. Okay. So, I'm the rubble collector and the bird killer. So excited! 1 rubble level. And the second one is over here. 3rd is over there. 4th is over there. And I can't remember where the other one is. I know it took me a while to find it before. I think it's on the other side. Aha. Super slow interacting. My favorite. Hooray! Okay, so I'll kill me some birds. And how many did I need to kill? 5 of them? I guess I'll find out once I kill one of them. And for the next video, my rogue or ninja should be high enough levels so that I can play that. Ready to go. I'll go for that one over there. That reminds me. Do I have anything good? Nope, I do not. And that over there is Ishgard. So there, we can't get to there. Not yet, anyway. And if we're lucky, there will be another bird over there, but I do not believe there is. I see a sheep right there. So that means we have to go across then? I'm kind of curious. I don't recall ever actually going into here before, so I kind of wonder if we can. My cat Callie decided to visit. And no, you can't. It was worth visiting anyway. Kind of interesting. I wonder what it is. Anyway, so the last bird, I guess, will be this one here. And then I'll ride my Bunku in those quests. And then I'll head in whichever direction I need to go for whichever quests. Because there's a whole host of them. And if I think this is this many at once, well, just wait until you get to one of the expansions. So I'd say we're about 3/4 of the way done around Reborn now. And soon to be the not quite into the last quarter, but you have served well, though I fear the state of these gates is still disquieting. You should have seen them as they were, adventurer, not battered and wounded as they are now. The Dravanians are set on breaking my heart. My faith, I meant to say, with their assaults. They must quit this world. And apparently you have another quest for us. Surgeon alone would have you perform another bit of gathering to aid the knights' plight. You look eager to serve, adventurer. Do not deny it. The fire in your eyes betrays you. This is something you can do. Slay the chinchillas that dwell near at hand and reap their fat. How many of the beasts? I see the task excites you. 4 of goodly size will do. Now be as my Tearcell and hunt the chinchillas thither. Luan. You have served well, adventurer. The battlers eat heartily of the bounty of the sea clouds, and this we cannot allow. The fish of that sublime sea belong to the noble knights of the Crusade, not to lowly birds and beasts. The Fury has given us dominion over all creatures of this land, and the Dravanians too will understand this truth. So, I guess I'll kill the chinchillas first. Which are over... Actually, I won't. I am going to go over and do whatever that is. Oh, the king rat must die. That's why I wasn't done. I think that's... Let's see if I zoom in over here. I think there's something there, probably. Anyhow, we'll head over this way. I suppose I could have teleported there. Oh well. What am I supposed to kill? The crocs. Right. It's kind of interesting that we have to kill them from over here. I think there's some down over there, but I don't think they're the same ones. Yeah. There's a croc, here's a croc. Wouldn't you want to be a croc too? Now the question is... They have weird mouths. That's not the question, but... the question is Captain Hook around? Definitely easy since they're only level 36. And I'm level 40. And so we will run over this way. And we need to kill 3 more. I don't know if I can drag these ones, but if I can, then I can get 3 of them at once. Here. That's 2. Oops. finishes that quest, so I will highlight that one. And so I need to head back this way and salving the wound. Harvest fat from the chinchillas. And slay a spotted mud puppy. Where's this? Ah, that's down there. Okay. So we will go down and do this one, and then we'll venture down that way. And then we'll turn in those quests. And then obviously we need to turn in that quest too, so we'll do that, then that, then that. And then turn in those. Or some such order. At least these quests are kind of in the same area. Oh, that one was kind of out of nowhere, really. So we need to head down this way. Hello, Snowstorm Gubu. This one here. So we will turn in that quest since it's back over this. Oops, I obviously started to move before it was done. Anyways, we'll turn in that quest since it's back there. That reminds me, I haven't seen the leave quest bit yet. So I kind of wonder where that is. Over there, maybe? Too many things up at once, I guess. That's probably why it's not visible. Ah, the Tirso of the temple. Have you what I bid you bring? Chinchilla fat. Chinchilla fat is often used by Ishgardian monks to create the tallow they use for their candles. This is most excellent fat, and well pulled. I see you have some skill at dressing beasts. Once rendered, it shall be fortified into a frostbitten balm of our chocobos. Alone among beasts, the chocobos are to be honored. For every knight of Ishgard that has perished in the crusade, as many of the noble birds have... Wait, what? Alone among beasts, the chocobos are to be honored. For every knight of Ishgard that has perished in the crusade, as many of the noble birds have died. None who witness a chocobo meet its end, it can fail to be moved. Wait, what? We'll go for that. Is it any better? It is, yay! Oh, this might amuse you guys. Look at the level. Yes, level 1. Okay, so we'll head back. Actually, we'll go down there, as I said. to do that main scenario quest, and these will chase me, but I don't care. Okay, one of them will chase me, but I still don't care. And I need to head this direction. Past these chinchilla, who will also chase me, probably. Oh, no, they ignored me. Well, good for them. So I need to go this way. Wolf up. And we need to head into here. And yes, it's very dark. It's one of my least favorite areas to go. Well, this is unfortunate. Hopefully he doesn't spot me. Yeah, you get over here. Ignore my chocobo. My chocobo's being stupid. I will toss that since you're still a distance away. For Pete's sake. It seems to be stuck somewhere. And so we'll head back and get chased by chinchilla and turn in those quests and finish whatever side quest it was. I think we need to kill the Rat King wherever that is. Not sure where it is. Probably be more visible once I have Oh, no, I want that one on focus. Now, where is that leave quest? Seriously. Don't tell me it's one of those escort ones. Those are my least favorite ones because they take so long. Okay, I guess we'll just turn in those quests. Is that over here? I even forgot where I picked them up now. Up here, maybe. Yes, Charmin. Ah, the poor soul. She still breathes, but adventurer, does he pray for her soul? He'll do you one better. Alchemic concoction, a lavish blend of unnecessarily expensive ingredients based on a recipe conceived at the Alchemist's Guild in Ulda. An alchemic concoction, as costly as it's hard to obtain, you see 'twas hid in the forest. Or, wait, you say... Ah, shoot, I clicked. An alchemic concoction, as costly as it is hard to obtain. You say 'twas hid in the forest? This bottle holds the truth of Lawrence's desertion. You ran that he might find it for her, and when he knew he was to be captured, he took great pains to hide it, knowing his pursuers would have simply destroyed it as a traitor's refuse. I cannot thank you enough for keeping faith in him. Now, if you will pardon me, I have a patient to save. And we get some mega potions. Yay! And I will put those here. And so we have a whole host of tasks to turn in over here. I think that's it. Still don't know where that leave quest is supposed to be. We'll talk to Fesquenet first. Good and well, that's fewer of the vermin to get out our larder. They remain too numerous, however. There must be a large nest somewhere down below. Kill the king rat and the common rats will lose heart, something both we and the dragons know well. I've tracked the rats well as I can, and they look to slip outside as often as not. There must be an opening that leads to the nest somewhere outside the stronghold. And hostile fort. Didn't work, did it? Aye, I thought it was an idiotic idea. Mud puppy tail meat. A cross-section of meat sliced from the tail of a spotted mud puppy. The bone has not been removed. Oh dear. Remind me to never wander near mud puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Anyway, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila! Never seen a man cook steak that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here and up above. And by the way you cook that so quickly, I'd venture to say it is most likely very rare. Yuck. A little bird tells me that you slew some crocs in an effort to curry my favor. I'm afraid you've been had, miss. The young fellow merely sought to shirk his duties. Still, your heart was in the right place, and it cannot be denied that the people of Coerthas are better off without those beasts. Very well, I will see that Lord Drillamont is made aware of your deeds. Do try to understand my lord's position, though. It is his responsibility to ensure that Whitebrim Front is prepared for every eventuality, be it an endless blizzard or a Dravonian assault. He will not put our efforts to retake the Stone Vigil at risk without good cause, which you have yet to give. And Theophilian. You there, lass. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. You wish to buy my trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. Mud puppy steak. The rubbery texture of a mud puppy meat will ensure your jaws grow exhausted before your belly grows full. Yes, yes, I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men and their wits beside. Aye, I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. Berlin. We ought at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this godforsaken waste. Here's some mud puppy steak. Is that a fresh cooked steak? Alone's blessing be upon you, my friend. Mud puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. You're quite welcome. And I guess I'll actually go out and kill that rat nest, which I think is on the other side. I'm not even sure where it is. Is it over here, maybe? And behind? I guess I'll find out shortly. Aha! Rat's nest. It's a rat king. It looks more like a giant chinchilla. There we go. And we need to run in and turn in this quest. Riskinen. That's the end of the king, is it? Well struck. We'll see less of the foul little things I expect. That said, sailors talk of rats abandoning a sinking ship, do they not? Perhaps I should more rightly take it as a good omen that the rats deign to stay in Whitebrim. I would venture to say so. And of course these have to be a gross yellow. But that's what dye is for. Or glamours. So we'll talk to I guess we'll talk to Ignem Mortel first. Ever must we train to maintain our skill at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. Here's a steak. Enjoy. You are a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate the House Durandare must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard. And Fossilane. The Draken minions are dead. Now do you not feel like a woman grown with honor intact, now that you remove one of the obstacles to the retaking of the Stone Vigil? How like the Duranians to send their mindless servants to do their dirty work. We have the advantage over them, for all who serve Ishgard do so free, proud, and clear of thought. Uh-huh. Oh, I so do detest those colors. So glamour it is. Nope. We'll go with white. Oh, we can't, because I don't have a glamour thing. So ugly yellow it is. Drillamont. Did I not make myself clear? Begone from my sight, foreigner, or I shall have you removed. Letter to House Durandare. A sealed scroll addressed to Lord Drillamont of House Durandare and carelessly dropped by Navi. A missive? Give me that! Houses for Temps and Helenort hereby formally advise that all restrictions on employing foreign sellswords be... Humph! These are not more than ill-conceived notions of a hopeless romantic and naive lordling. House Durandare would not even be in this position had the not House Helenart failed to hold the Stone Vigil. They would have us pit one horde against another? Nay, I say! We need only Ishgardian steel to cleanse the realm of these godless heathens. How's that going for you? Oops. There we go. And we'll speak to Navi. Lord Drillamont rejected our proposal, didn't he? I could hear him shouting even from here. Alas, he is not the only one to heap disdain upon House Helenart. Ever since we lost the steel and stone vigils, we have been at the mercy of the other high houses. We should be the ones fighting to reclaim the lost outpost, yet it is House Durandare that must pay the price for our failure. But how can I bear Lord Drillamont's harsh words back to Lord Francel? Mayhap I should remain here for the nonce. Sounds a little cowardish to me, if I do say so. And Hestelfort. It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? But I've forgotten about the hard-working Chirurgans at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking the steak to Synoda? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own. On my way. Oh, now I can see the leave quest. So I will do that after I turn in this steak. Over this way. Senota. Beg your pardon, madame, but I am busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. Here, have some steak while you do that. Is that? Sniff, sniff. Come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. Raptor stew or knight's bread. And raptor stew, just 'cause stew. And apparently Sid has a quest for us. Sid would like to furnish the infirmary with a new alembic. Might I have a word with you, Celebrian? It concerns the Chirurgans. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 6 ice sprites. Though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemic mixtures, there is a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work. Actually, what sounds more ridiculous is the fact why you were making like a fridge instead of just you know, using the great outdoors. Yeah. So we will do this leave quest. Now that we can finally see it. And we'll make it a little more challenging. I guess we're supposed to defeat the enemies in the various locations. And then I will turn in the quest. After, or well, not this quest, but I'll turn in the ice sprite thing. If I was thinking, I'd actually have done that first. But I can be sneaky and do it then. Or now. And if I get reduced time on the leave quest, that's fine. It's not like my bloody paladin even needs the experience right now anyway. Because the quests are still... Oh, I guess we are getting close to level 40, but that's okay. Another one here. And I see that's probably... Oh, I see a treasure chest, so we'll pick that up. I was a little too hasty. I thought it was done. There we go. Grab this over there. I'll probably have to hit those hippogriffs as well. Unless they turned in the correct direction, such as they are right now. But how long they do that remains to be seen. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to get pretty close to them to get to that chest. Let's see. Ha! That was lucky. Kind of. Head this direction first, so I'll do that. There's also two things over there, so I'm kind of curious. Oh, I see, that's for the main scenario quest, that's why. I was thinking that was part of the leave quest for some reason. I hate when I do that. Accidentally click off of the creature I'm attacking and not notice it right away. There we go. And that lovely bugger is now at our disposal. And I will grab those 3 sprites after. And I won't actually teleport in because it's like right there, so. And I was going to do my paladin quest this video, but I will probably do that first thing in the next video. Because we are now done this, and we are pretty close to time already. But I may do it anyway. I'm gonna take a quick look to see if it's a skill that we would get. Level 42, 46, 50. Yeah, we would get covered, but I don't really need that just yet. It would be handy, but that's probably the skill we're gonna get with the class quest, so. It definitely comes in handy, especially later on for tank swaps and stuff. something I'm not particularly good at, and apparently I see the ice cores were telling us to go over that way, but there's ice cores around this way. And I did not mean to click that. What a waste. I'm gonna move that down there now. And you, come over here. Fine, my chocobo will fight that one then. Although it seems to be dying faster than it is living. As I was about to say, that should be the last core. So we will go ahead and turn in that leave quest. And then turn in that side quest and then talk to Cid. So leave quest first. Congratulations on a job well done. Here's your payment. Moments like this make it all seem worthwhile, do they not? Bonus, reward, blah blah blah. Should you see fit to undertake another leave, you may avail yourself of my services at will. Good to know, sort of, kind of, maybe. And... oh, that side quest was that. Duh. I have that habit of doing that every single time with a leave quest, don't I? Anyway, oops, I need to go up here and talk to Cid. Hello, Cid. Have you obtained the cores? If so, please show them to me. Ice Sprite Core. So cold, these cores are said to freeze the very air around them, making them perfect for cooling drinks on an especially hot day. What an amazing device! But is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen its like before. I too am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I've no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder. Where the kindly stranger... oh. Not you again. Where the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at cost. Their earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. I don't like that dude. Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reason, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Exactly. Suspicious, I say. And we will see if that... aha. Talk to Cid. Cid is concerned about Inquisitor Guillaume. Before we can persuade Lord Drillamont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guillaume that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Coerthas. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of Whitebrim Front. Share your findings with Elfino in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. Was I supposed to talk to someone in here? Whoops. Jourlet. Inquisitor Guillemot, yes, of course, I know of him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to Whitebrim Front, several moons ago. Wait, what? My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the night's watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in the darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I awoke, it was days later in this very bed, where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end Inquisitor Guillaume rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, madame, and I hope one day to repay his kindness. Oh, was there someone else we're supposed to speak to? Nope. Maybe it's down a level? Must be. Over this way then? Yes. Oh, voice. Inquisitor Guillaume, haven't the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. Haven't the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. We have learned of your deeds at Witchdrop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you! Well, I'd like to know why he seems so keen on doing everything in his possible manner to delay us. Under Inquisitor Guillemot's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such goodly righteous man to protect us. Yeah, that sounds suspicious indeed. Power trippy. The Holy See has a decree that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Holland's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. That doesn't help me. Off and no. Shiver. In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. Well, whose fault is that? I realized it soon after arrival, but paid it no mind as I had hoped we might find the enterprise far faster. Instead, we wasted far too much time meddling in the local affairs. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with this irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you have been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as to no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I am beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you obtained, Celebrian. Mayhap they will provide insight into the Inquisitor Guillemot's motivations. And we got new gear. It'll match the ugly yellow gauntlets. And of course our inventory was too full to have it there, so it went directly into there. That can go there. That can go there. This can go in here. I can sort. And then I can equip. It doesn't look so bad now that it's with the other yellow yuckiness, but anyway. Elfino. Oh, we got boots. Elfino appears to be deep in thought. Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes, but the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we've arrived in Whitebrim Front, I've seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply the Inquisitor came from the north of the eastern gate, or came north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Juilot is not misremembering the Inquisitor's behavior, that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery? And of course, because I started this quest, I won't not finish it. And we need to head this way and go over here. And down over this way. And for the longest time, it took me a while to find out that this is the direction we needed to go to. And, as you can see, and here we are. Asmoid, whatever that is. There we go. And Snow Mountain. It's an interesting dead dragon body thing. Inquisitor corpse. Weird. Anyhow. That totally doesn't look like the same person. So, we need to talk to Alphino. And someone's fishing. Or was fishing anyway. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Bloody and cyclical? The scroll contains what appears to be an official papal appointment to the position of Inquisitor. Oh dear. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Guillaume, newly come to Coerthas and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Celebrian, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. Alphino is determined to discover Inquisitor Guillaume's true identity. Since Lord Rillemont has already been turned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim... Yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Juilot with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the enterprise. And I'm gonna leave it there. You'll have to find out what happens in the next video. So, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching!